Gentlemen, let's be honest. If you've noticed weaker erections, softer performance, or less sensitivity, it's not always just age. In fact, one of the biggest reasons men lose firmness has nothing to do with testosterone levels or circulation. It's the way they masturbate. Yes, you heard me right. The habits you've built in private may actually be training your body into erectile dysfunction. Most men don't talk about this. And worse, they keep repeating the same mistakes year after year. That's why today, I'm going to reveal the 4 masturbation mistakes that silently damage your erections, dull sensitivity, and steal confidence. More importantly, I'll show you how to fix them naturally so you can restore blood flow, regain control, and feel like yourself again. The first mistake, and it's one almost every man makes, is relying on adult content every single time. At first, it feels harmless. You sit down, open a screen, and instantly have endless variety and intense stimulation at your fingertips. But over time, your brain adapts to it. Instead of responding to natural arousal cues, like touch, imagination, scent, or connection, it gets rewired to only respond to extreme visual stimulation. And that's the problem. Real intimacy, which is slower, more subtle, and deeply emotional, can't compete with the instant high of what you see on a screen. The result? Erections become weaker, sensitivity drops, and even with a partner, your body struggles to stay firm. But here's the good news. You can fix it. The solution is retraining your brain. Step away from the screen and return to natural cues. Use your imagination, recall a memory, build a fantasy in your mind, or simply focus on the sensations in your body. Even sound and scent can reawaken your natural arousal response. At first, this will feel challenging. Your body may take longer to respond, and erections may not feel as strong. But within weeks, sensitivity begins to return. Erections strengthen. Arousal happens more naturally. And most importantly, you feel in control again, not dependent on a screen. The second mistake many men over 50 fall into is misusing edging. Now, edging itself isn't bad. In fact, when done correctly, it can be a powerful tool to build stamina, improve control, and even make climax more intense. But here's where things go wrong. Most men push it too far. They take themselves right to the very edge of climax, then slam on the brakes again and again, sometimes for an hour or more. In the short term, it feels exciting, but in the long run, this habit creates serious problems. Your pelvic floor muscles become overworked, your nervous system gets confused, and your body starts sending mixed signals. One moment you're demanding maximum arousal, the next you're shutting it down completely. Over time, this can lead to one of 2 problems. Either difficulty reaching orgasm at all, or the exact opposite. Premature ejaculation when you finally let go. And then, there's blood flow. Holding an erection at maximum strain for too long without release actually reduces oxygen delivery to your erectile tissue. The penis was designed for cycles of arousal and climax, not endless pressure. When you trap yourself on the edge for too long, you're literally starving the very tissue that keeps you firm and sensitive. The fix! Practice balanced edging. Instead of pushing to the absolute brink, pull back earlier while you're still in full control. Keep your sessions to 15 or 20 minutes instead of stretching them endlessly. And most importantly, always allow a natural release at the end. Done with moderation, edging becomes a tool to strengthen your erections, build control, and enhance pleasure. But misused, it slowly chips away at the very performance you're trying to protect. The third mistake is one I see all the time, rushing through it. Back in your 20s or 30s, this wasn't much of a problem. Your testosterone was high, your blood vessels were flexible, and your nerves were razor sharp. You could finish quickly and still bounce back with rock-solid firmness. But after 50, the game changes. Blood vessels stiffen, circulation slows, testosterone levels drop, and nerve sensitivity begins to fade. That means your body needs more time to fully engage. If you rush, your erectile tissue never gets completely filled with blood. Oxygen isn't delivered properly, and instead of nourishing your erections, you actually weaken them. Over time, this habit conditions your body to expect short, shallow erections. You literally train yourself into dysfunction. The fix? Slow down. Treat the process less like scratching an itch and more like exercise for your sexual health. As you touch yourself, breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose, expand your belly, then exhale slowly through your mouth. This activates nitric oxide, relaxes your blood vessels, and brings more blood into your pelvic region. Relax your muscles, avoid tensing up, and give your body time to respond. When you slow down, everything changes. Erections become firmer, climax feels more powerful, and your body relearns the rhythm it was designed for. And here's the best part. You'll notice the benefits not only when you're alone, but also with a partner. More control, more stamina, more confidence. So remember this. Every time you rush, you're reinforcing weakness. But every time you slow down, you're training your body for strength, blood flow, and lasting performance. The fourth and final mistake is what I call the death grip. This happens when men use an extremely tight grip with fast, repetitive friction. In the moment, it feels intense. But over the years, this habit takes a serious toll. Too much pressure compresses blood vessels, overstimulates nerves, and irritates the tissue. Slowly, your body adapts. The sensitive receptors in your penis get dulled. What once responded to a gentle touch now demands more and more pressure just to feel the same. And here's the problem. Real intimacy can't compete with that. A partner's natural touch feels weak. Erections are harder to achieve, more difficult to maintain, and climax may even feel flat compared to what you've trained yourself to expect. The fix? Loosen your grip. Use a lighter touch, even if it feels less stimulating at first. Think of it as waking your nerves back up instead of overwhelming them. Switch up your rhythm, vary your pressure, and don't be afraid to use lubrication. Lubrication isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It protects your skin, improves blood flow, and lets your sensitivity come back to life. Within weeks, most men notice easier erections, more pleasure, and a deeper connection with both their own body and their partner. The bottom line, erectile dysfunction isn't just about getting older, it's about habits. Watching too much adult content, misusing edging, rushing the process, and gripping too tightly are four silent mistakes that quietly weaken your performance. But when you correct them, when you step away from the screen, balance your edging, slow down, and lighten your grip, you restore circulation, sensitivity, and confidence. Masturbation, done the right way, is not harmful. In fact, it can be a healthy practice that supports strong erections and better prostate health. But done the wrong way, it slowly robs you of the very function you want to keep. So remember, you're not broken. You just need to change the way you do it. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more men's health advice, and share it with a friend who needs to hear the truth.